Alright, let me blow your mind for a second. Most people believe the secret to getting rich is earning more money. Bigger paycheck, bigger car, bigger house, bigger happiness. Right? Wrong. I personally know doctors earning $200,000 a year who are living paycheck to paycheck. And I also know a school teacher making $42,000 who owns 3 rental properties and is on track to retire early. So the truth is, it's not about how much you earn. It's about what you own. And today, I'm breaking down the 4 assets that will make you rich for life, even if your paycheck is tiny. Stick with me, because once you see this, you'll never look at money the same way again. Here's the trap. Society trains us to be income rich, but asset poor. You go to school, get a job, start making money. And then what do? You spend it. New car, better apartment, Starbucks every day, maybe some credit card debt on top of that. And what happens? You're stuck on the treadmill. The faster you run, the faster the treadmill moves, and you're still in the same spot. But here's the shift wealthy people make. They use their paycheck, not to buy liabilities, but to buy assets. Assets that pay them back month after month, even while they sleep. That's the game, and you can play it, no matter what your income is. Asset number 1, real estate. Let's start with the big one. Real estate. Now, when I say real estate, most people think big dream house with the fancy kitchen and the perfect backyard. Nope, that's not an asset, that's a liability. That house is going to drain you every single month. The type of real estate I'm talking about is cash flowing real estate, property that pays you. Example, a duplex. You live in one unit and you rent out the other. Guess what? Your tenant pays most or all of your mortgage. That means you're basically living for free. And here's a crazy story. One of my friends in Ohio bought a small rental house for $80,000. The rent he collects every month covers the loan payment and still puts about $250 in his pocket. $250 might not sound like a lot, but think about it. That's $250 he doesn't have to work for. That's his Netflix, groceries, gas, completely covered by an asset. Now imagine owning 5 of those. That's more than $1,200 a month. Passive? That's a game changer. And the best part? You don't need to be a millionaire to start. You can house hack. You can use FHA loans. You can even partner with someone else. The point is, get into the game because real estate builds both cash flow and equity. It's wealth on autopilot. Alright, let's move to the next one. A small business that runs without you. Now before you panic, no, you don't have to create the next Amazon. You don't need a Silicon Valley startup. I'm talking small, practical businesses that put money in your pocket. Example, a cleaning service. You're not the one scrubbing floors. You hire a team, you manage the clients, and you keep the profits. Or let's say you're good at baking. You don't have to open a giant bakery. You can start selling cookies online, get local delivery going, and then slowly outsource the baking. And in today's world, digital businesses are exploding. Think e-commerce stores, online courses, YouTube channels, even newsletters. Here's the key. The goal isn't to create another job for yourself. The goal is to build a system that makes money while you sleep. I'll give you a real example. There's this bartender I knew, made about $35,000 a year. But in his spare time, he started reselling sneakers online. He learned how to flip pairs for a profit. Within 2 years, his side hustle was making him more than his job. Today, he quit bartending and the sneaker hustle is his full-time business. That's what I mean by asset. A business isn't just money, it's freedom. Next one, paper assets. Boring name, life-changing impact. Stocks, bonds, index funds, ETFs. Now most people think the stock market is a casino. They hear about GameStop, crypto pumps, and crashes, and they say it's all gambling. But the wealthy play a completely different game. They buy boring assets that keep paying them year after year, no matter what's going on. Take dividend stocks, for example. These are companies that literally send you a check just for owning them. You're not working. They just pay you for being a shareholder. And here's the secret: compounding. You've heard the phrase, but let's make it real. If you invest just $200 a month into an index fund that grows at 8% annually in 20 years, that's almost $120,000. In 30 years, over $280,000. And that's just $200 a month, less than what most people spend eating out. So yeah, paper assets are boring, but boring is what actually makes you rich. And the last one, the most important asset you'll ever own is your mind. Think about it. You can lose your job. You can lose your house. You can lose your savings. But if you've trained your brain, if you know how to sell, market, invest, negotiate, you'll always find a way back. This is why you see lottery winners go broke while entrepreneurs who've lost everything rebuild again and again. The skills you learn, the books you read, the mentors you follow, that's your real wealth. Because no one can repossess your knowledge. And that knowledge is what helps you turn every other asset into something massive. So let's put this together. You don't need a six-figure salary to get rich. You just need to own the right things. Real estate that pays you, a business that doesn't depend on your time, paper assets that compound, and the skills and mindset to pull it all off. Start small. Maybe it's one share of stock. Maybe it's saving for that first duplex. Maybe it's starting that side hustle on weekends. The amount doesn't matter. It's the habit of buying assets that changes everything. Now, I'm curious, if you had to start with one of these 4 assets today, which one would it be? Drop your answer in the comments. I actually read them all. And if this video gave you value, hit that like button so more people see it, and make sure you're subscribed because I've got more real-world money tips coming your way. Remember, the goal isn't to work harder. The goal is to build assets. That's how freedom is created.